I'm just gonna hop on and do a quick recipe I was gonna make today. It's kind of for a dessert or keto friendly or low carb friendly snack. I use 2 boxes of the sugar-free Jello pistachio pudding mix. I have a 2-pack of Philadelphia original cream cheese. I use a little unsweetened Silk Almond 30, the vanilla, and I'll be adding some let's see, the Gourmet Vanilla ISO 100 protein powder. Sorry for saying so many times. Anyway, this is a good protein powder that I like the macros on, but you can use, I guess, any vanilla flavored protein powder or one that you thought would go with whatever flavor you were doing. I'm sure you don't have to only use the pistachio. You can make with another flavor, but this is just one I found whenever I want a little something sweet. Usually fits the bill, so I'll open up both of these. I just go ahead and make a pretty big batch, and it usually lasts me for quite a while in the fridge. And I'll get like a spoonful and add some pecans or some of the Lily's sugar-free chocolate chips. Just like 4 or 5 of these on the side. You could, kind of gives you a little dessert feeling after a meal or something, to where you don't feel deprived or anything like that. So I have the 2 packs of pudding in there, and then I will get the scoop that comes in this container. I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scoops. You could adjust it to make, you know, if you need to try to reach your protein goals or something, you can adjust it and it will, you know, kind of conform to whatever you need it to. Let me see if I can find something to mix it with. Okay, I'll just kind of stir it together to sort of blend it first. Now I'll shake up the almond milk. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. And with any of this, I just sort of kind of like to experiment, so I suggest you do the same. And I find just, you know, having something that you know is there on hand when you do get a craving or anything, at least for myself, it kind of helps to, you know, keep from cheating or anything like that. So I'll open up the cream cheese. I'm going to probably add more almond milk later. I just wanted to get it. Actually, I'll go ahead and add some more. Get it a little blended before I start trying to incorporate this. Now I have the cream cheese at room temperature. And with any luck, I will have figured out how to speed up sections of the video so you're not having to wait while I get everything sorted out. I know it's probably boring. It smells amazing. I love the way pistachio ice cream or pistachio pudding smells. I think this might have started because I'd seen, like, you know, some kind of protein fluff recipe and was craving Watergate salad of all things, showing my age. And kind of came up with this, and it really fit the bill. I probably could have let this soften for a while longer, but I'll just kind of stir it together first. I don't like to use the mixer any more than I have to, because there's almonds or whatever, or pistachios or whatever's in the pudding, and I find if I use the hand mixer too much, it really, you lose all that, breaks it up. But it's a good, you know, if you add some, if you're not allergic to nuts, if you add some pecans or walnuts or anything with that, it kind of helps. You can get some different things into your macros. And okay, so that's just sort of roughly mixed, and I will get the this looks like there's enough liquid in here. I don't think I'll have to add any more almond milk, but I will get the mixer and mix it up off camera and be right back. I'm actually going to do a twofer because I'm going to try out this Hamilton Beach hand blender. I bought it because I hate having to power up my NutriBullet just to blend my protein drinks, or, you know, I'll mix protein powder with coffee in the morning, and it just makes a lot of noise if everybody else is sleeping. So I thought maybe a hand mixer would work, but I wanted to get one that also had the you know, the hand whisk on there too. So I'll unbox this. I looked at several on Amazon, and it was kind of hard to decide. You know, you'd see one with great ratings, and then there'd be a lot of reviews that had broken parts or whatever. So I saw they had this one at Walmart, and I figured that way it would be easier to return if I did not end up liking it. So I'll unbox this and we will see how it works in a moment. Alright, I have it unboxed. This is the motor with the cord. Obviously it has the, you know, different speeds, and it's got a good heft to it. Doesn't appear to stand on its own, so that's a bummer. Maybe I should have given that a little more thought, but I'm sure I'll be able to store it easily enough. And here is the blender with the blade, and I'll use that another time. And here's the whisk. The whisk is considerably smaller than what I thought, but I'm sure it'll be, if it's not up to the task, then it's probably less blender than what I'm wanting anyway, so it's better to find that out now. It just snaps right on. Doesn't, it really unsnaps very easily, so I'm going to have to double check with that, but we will see. Let's give it a shot. The attachment of the immersion blender is actually a lot more secure, so I really need to double check that I'm doing this right before I get myself in any trouble. Ah, I felt it click that time. That's more secure. Alright, always make sure you've got it hooked up directly before you start. I'm sure everybody else already knows that, but I knew it didn't feel quite right, but I felt it snap that time. So let's get her plugged in and we'll see exactly how well it'll work. Alright, wish me luck. I hope I don't get splattered. I'll try it on the first speed first and see how it does. I'll put it down in there so I don't end up with it everywhere, hopefully. Woo! Has a lot of power. Try the second speed now. Okay. It looks pretty good. I'll get a little served up and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, I just served it up here with a little sugar-free whipped cream. I've got some diamond chopped walnuts on the side and just a tiny sprinkle of the Lily's semi-sweet chips. Just gives it a good flavor. I'm sure you can alter this to have, I believe the Jello sugar-free pudding came in perhaps like I think maybe a white chocolate mousse cheesecake, and obviously chocolate or vanilla, and you could change up and mix between, you know, if you did like a sugar-free chocolate, you could add some either chocolate protein powder or even a peanut butter flavored protein powder would be great. Some of these chocolate chips, and that would be almost like a Reese's cup type flavor if that's what you were craving. But I really like it, and it's just a good snack to have on hand. I washed up the whisk. I just whisked it in some hot soapy water, held the top portion in my hand and came out clean, no effort at all, so that's wonderful. I will try out the immersion blender at another time, and I'll go ahead and put this in a covered dish in the refrigerator, and it'll be good for, you know, quite some time in there. Just keep it cold and makes a nice little dessert or snack if you have sort of a sweet tooth. So I hope this is helpful to somebody. I'm sure you can adjust it a million different ways. It's sort of a hybrid between a kind of what I call a protein fluff and a fat bomb, I guess. You get your cream cheese. You can probably, I'm sure, use the fat-free cream cheese if you want. I like the original, and it fits in, you know, with whatever my macros are on a daily basis. So there you go, and hope this was helpful. Thanks. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. I'll try to upload again soon. Have a great day. Thanks.